That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Aggies return team will have that offense backed up. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
Yeah, you got one side that thinks they're way better than the other side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one picks which, but every year, no love lost.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Ventura. He'll get it up to about the 30. Complete. Line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 35, he's open. And they'll knock him down. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hall. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it.
Got a lot of running room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The Aggies sawed varsity's horns off the last time they faced Texas.
Yes, they did, and they gave it to them. And a lot of A&M fans throwing the horns down, disrespecting Texas fans. Texas has had a little bit to think about that, Paul.
It's helped Texas A&M on the recruiting trail this offseason. Reveille's got more pep to her step. Everybody loving it in College Station.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Finds his man and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Aggies are marching down the field. Trying to get the edge on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Texas... They come over the football 1 minute to go here in the 1st. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Works the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quick release on the RPO. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? At the 35, he's got room. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The give from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's caught. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
Neutrals on defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team.
The 16.
In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. Did not. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will find the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. He's going to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the... And it's at the 15. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And now on second down for this offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more. They get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Makes the grab on the right. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Going with the ground game left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring.
At the 25.
They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's looking for a man on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it.
At the
25, he's brought down at the 26.
will take over. First and 10.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's first and 10. Toss to the outside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. The pitch to the left. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the... This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On second down, wants to throw it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, and the returner will be drafted. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd. You get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Here we go. Trying to get the corner. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? You're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bot.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 18 to Kennesaw State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football.
Texas
The update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Bounced right back to them. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He wants to pass it on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Off he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team.
The 16.
In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
It'll be a draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off play action on first down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Now the play fake. Extending the play. He's looking on the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A fair catch taken just 40-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
It's caught downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be
Incomplete.
It is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.